Okay. Okay, good afternoon and a warm welcome to all the viewers and participants joining us on Masters University's Facebook page and YouTube channel. We are delighted to have you here for the webinar series hosted by the Faculty of Engineering, Built Environment and Information Technology at Masters University. I am Mr. Muhammad Amirul Ashraf and I am honored to be your moderator for today's session. Our featured speaker for today's webinar is Associate Professor T.S. Dr. Iman Farshichi. Professor T.S. Dr. Iman Farshichi is a civil and geotechnical engineer with over 20 years of academic research and leadership experience. He holds degrees from University Technology Malaysia, UTM, and Politecnico di Milano, Italy. His work focuses on sustainable and geotechnical solutions such as vegetation-based slope stabilization, soil improvement, and soil foundation interaction, supporting green engineering and the UN SDGs. As Dean of Massa University, he is a keynote speaker and recognized leader in outcome-based education, OBE, and driving innovation in engineering education. Without further ado, I would like to welcome Associate Professor T.S. Dr. Iman and Farhichi, who will be speaking to us with an interesting topic, technology and sustainability, advancing the SDGs through smart innovation and digital transformation. All right, Professor, are you ready?
Yes, thank you so much.
All right, the floor is yours. Okay, you
Thank
may
you.
present your
So, hello and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for introduction. I am Dr. Iman. I'm the Dean of Faculty of Engineering, Built Environment, and IT. So, in our faculty, we run many technical programs such as civil engineering, mechanical, electrical engineering. We do have uh, architecture and conserving, and as well as IT. So all the programs are very technical, and definitely the main ideas to give all our students, which is all graduates and they're going for the future development, the technical base to make sure that they are matched to what industry needs. So as you know, these technologies very helpful for us to reach the sustainability and also to achieve our goals, especially in sustainable development goals. So how we make sure that these technologies help us to reach our goals, and how Massa University and Faculty of Engineering, Built Environment, and IT can assist us to reach goals. So I'm going to mainly discuss on these matters. So in this presentation, we will explore basically on IoT, AI and machine learning, big data, and how these technologies can drive sustainability. So basically, sustainability has a real world impact, and technology is a tool that can be used to accelerate deployments. So this technology move on very fast. So we really need to adopt it. Why we really need to adopt this technology? Because it will help us to expedite our action to reach the sustainability, which is really have an impact on each and every aspect of our lives. So the first thing first that I'm going to discuss about IoT. So IoT, what's IoT? Basically, basic definition of IoT refers to a network of interconnected physical object things embedded in sensors, softwares, and other technologies which can exchange data. Why it is helpful? Because IoT frameworks can allow organizations to scale their IoT operation efficiency while maintaining a reliable source and secure flow of information. So from now on, today, whatever I'm discussing about technology, I'm discussing how they can improve our efficiency. So IoT bridge physical and digital world, basically create a smart environment to make sure that we have real-time data. From physical asset derive intelligent decision making. So this is enhanced monitoring, automation, and optimization of system across various sectors such as manufacturing, agriculture, and so on. Why it is important to have this real-time information? Because our environmental will become more smarter and data-driven operation, which basically we can have improved our productivity and efficiency. So this is the main idea of improving our digital environment to make sure that we have real-time data for improved efficiency. For example, so let's just start with the example here. IoT for sustainability and environmental impacts, basically advancing for like how we can improve our sustainability goals. Basically, one example, minimize food wastage. How to have a smart inventory and refrigeration system in agriculture and retail. So when we have a smart refrigeration system, definitely the food waste will be reduced. It can show us when the food expire, what is the process of the food, and so on. Conserve water by using the smart irrigation system, monitor soil moisture and weather condition. We do have improved energy efficiency by monitoring HVAC system and lighting equipment usage and so on. And of course, at the end of the day, it all is to reduce carbon emissions. So these applications not only improve for the sustainability and also efficiency of the organization, definitely is a cost saving. So it's all very important. That's why it's not no more luxury. It's basically a strategic necessity. So empowering organization to reach sustainability goals by using this kind of technology. Why? Because these technologies such as IoT can uncover hidden data. Let's say an example. Companies usually they struggle to quantify how much energy, water, or raw material are consumed in daily process. So by having the IoT solutions, with having sensors, monitoring tools, intelligent networks, they can provide accurate visibility in their research usage. So definitely they can help the organizations to streamline the system and cut unnecessary consumption. Also, the major challenges, also every time that we have the challenges, one of the biggest challenges is operational inefficiencies. Basically, we cannot measure exactly what is our energy use, what are the wastage, and what is the things that it cause our system inefficient. So, for example, in manufacturing plant, could deploy IoT sensors to monitor machinery performance and energy usage in the real time, which if a machine is overheating or consuming excess electricity, the system could alert the system. So how it can smartly help to make us more efficient, of course save the cost as well. All these things will help us to enhance our customer service, boost productivity, and of course save the cost. Or other example is that a smart building might use IoT to adjust lighting and HVAC system based on occupancy and weather conditions. So this is a smart building nowadays is very useful and very nice things that to think about that. Other things about IoT, like things that smart grids. I think the basic smart grid that everyone now, especially in Malaysia, they can see at their house, which they can get with a simple app from TMB, from the TMB here, providing electricity here. With a simple app, you can see the real data, how much energy you use, and how you can control your energy, which is save cost, and of course, reach to the green technology as well. So this smart grid can automatically balance energy supply and demand, integrate diverse energy source, reduce outage and response time through real-time alerts, and enable energy storage systems and electric vehicles charging coordination. So this smart grid is the backbone of the clean energy, which is, as I mentioned, at home, your phone, you already have the TMB app, and it's a part of example of this. More advanced of this, we have continuous emission monitoring, CEM. So for this CEM, basically there is a monitoring system which they can track emission trends, detect abnormal spikes, take timely corrective action, and so on, which can control main pollutions like, not control, monitor methane, ozone, greenhouse gases, air quality metrics, and so on. So this is the advance of this monitoring system, which we call a CEM, where the CEM used nowadays, for example, the oil and gas industry. So oil and gas industry, they use this smart emission monitoring to have, for example, IoT sensors, AI power analytics, environmental factors, which is all control to make sure they have high accuracy and real-time responsiveness. So this is all about IoT. Let's go to the next important matter in the technology, which is what we have. We have AI and machine learning. AI and machine learning, of course, you can use everywhere, but why it's important to use in this green technology? Because basically AI mimic human behavior. When we talk the mimicking human behavior means what? Means they can think like human. They can think to respond and dynamic to depend to the situation. So various situation definitely need various response. The AI can help us to give us various answer based on the condition. That's amazing to solve us to become highly adaptable and effective for use in sustainable in development. Machine learning means we don't need to basically develop algorithm each time, so they give you the algorithm to the system, and without being human involved they can adopt themselves. So imagine that AI and machine learning, they can mix together. AI can change the algorithm based on the situation. Machine learning automatically update themselves. So you can imagine that what kind of a smart system we can have when we have AI and machine learning all work together. So basically AI and machine learning, they can detect inefficiencies, forecast, and improve the situation. So that's amazing system together. So they detect, forecast, develop based on situation, and response based on that situation. So for example, AI in sustainable agriculture, they can monitor soil condition. Then they can adjust irrigation in real time. They can predict crop yields with greater accuracy. They can reduce the use of fertilizer. They can conserve the water. At the end, they can detect crop diseases very early. So you can see how can be our agriculture be smart if we can use this AI and ML together. Then we have the role AI and ML in mitigating change conditions. So we can define different model of the carbon reduction scenarios, optimize renewable energy, identify cost-effective solutions, all by be very adaptable to various situations. So basically, this system can first of all reduce the and reduce the error, human error. So human error always part of the system. If we have this accurate system, error will reduce. Then of course, when human error reduce, we have greater efficiencies. For other benefit is that we have like a smart HVAC system and lighting in the buildings to control the energy, predictive maintenance in factories to avoid energy waste, AI-based traffic management to reduce vehicle emissions. At the end, of course, we have reduce in raw material, and all these things will reach to the reduce of carbon emissions. So we really can use this system to improve our efficiency. Let's give you a real great example here. For example, Amazon Sustainability Data Initiatives, ASIDI, is a web-based service that collect all information and it make available for all researchers. Amazing. Please refer to this website. Very useful. Myself, I really like this website to use the information, which is facilitate global scientific collaboration, enable faster data-driven environmental innovation, low barriers to entry, bridge the gap between research and real-world sustainability. So who can you, I mean, everyone can use, but two great examples to using of this system. For example, Apple tackling deforestation in supply chain. So what the Apple do, use this information from this website. They identify the regions affected by deforestation and they invest in the reforestation project. So amazing project to improve our environment and supply chain transparency and so on. California state government, they use this system to understand those rising sea level, which is very high, and red level. So basically, they must understand based on this where is the most vulnerable areas, and they can control and predict, and they can plan long-term environmental threats. Another great example, which is again, this is my personal favorite, is that we have the sail drone. So this sail drone projects basically can move around the oceans by using the, of course, wind turbines and the green technology, solar panel, and so on, which is actually they're using AI and machine learning to collect data so they can move around with wind power, solar panels, and so on without fossil fuels, no human involved. They can move around and they can use the data of AI and ML to give our final conclusion data about basically ocean environment. So you can go to this website, you just search sail drone. So when you search the sail drone and you can see the website, basically you can go to technology part. In technology part, you can see the data. When you click the data, such a surface you can see which is all dot, dot, dot is there. Wherever the dot is more darker means more information is available. So this available basically definitely used for the major mitigation of the fish stocks, marine predators, marine biodiversity, and ecosystem health. However, this data can use for the other information which at the end is very good for sustainable resource management and climate resilience as well. So this is amazing project. Please refer to this Sail Drone website. Then the third great technology that we can use to reach our sustainable goal development, it is big data. So what we mean with the big data technology, basically, of course, we discuss about sensors, computers, all the large, diverse, complex, traditional data that we have from all around the world. So imagine that we have huge size of velocity and variety of data. So this big data will come and consolidate and conclude that this data that can be useful for our projects. So basically, big data management is to ensure that the data is accurate and high quality, secure and protected from threats, and accessible and well organized, and useful for analysis, prediction, and decision making. So this big data very important for us because we have million and million data all around us. Which data we have to use? Basically, this big data can help us to manage the data more efficient, which is increase operational efficiency, enhance customer engagement, drive innovation, and so on. So big data for a sustainable future means we can have a smarter resource allocation, real-time environmental monitoring, more transparent sustainability reporting, and so on. So data commons powered by Google. This is another great example, which I really like. So if you go to the website, which is datacommons.org, which is Data Commons initiative by Google, which is easily accessible and usable. So this website basically collect data from very various informations from NASA, from U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, from U.S. World Bank, to basically collect to give us about climate and emissions, energy and environment, and health, education, and inequality. So all is available. For example, if you go to this website, as an example, you just search about US greenhouse gas emission. It shows that about the greenhouse gas emissions plan and activities or whatever data available for all US states. Or on the other hand, for example, you can go to the project temperature rise in India. So you can see this in India, geographic variation in temperature extreme, and what are the plan, and also this data can be used to plan well for future. So last part, how we can use to reach our SDG, for example, IoT and AI for SDG 6, clean water and sanitation, a smart sensor monitor water quality and leak detection in real time. ML and big data for SDG 2 for zero hunger, predictive analytics models can farmers optimize crop yields and reduce food waste. AI and IoT for SDG 13 for climate action. For example, we can have a smart grids to use AI and IoT algorithms, forecast energy demands, reduce emission, big data for SDG 11, sustainable cities and communities, to have urban planners use larger database to optimize public transport, AI pollutions, and so on. So for example, for SDG 6, clean water and sanitation. So it's all come together. We can have real-time monitoring. We can control the waste. We can also have the support data information for decision making. Then I jumped very fast. So of course you can have going to refer to the United Nations website for this SDG 6 particularly. We have SDG 7 for affordable and green energy, which is we can have sustainability increasing the share of renewable energy, how we can expedite our action to reach our goals faster, and of course centralize fossil-based models to decentralized data-driven renewable ecosystem. Then we do have SDG 13 for clean climate actions. One thing that I want to show as final example here is smart waste management for emission reduction. For if we have IoT sensors, we can have like embedded in our garbage trucks and bins to track real-time location and field levels. Okay, so we can track them in real time, so we can have collection routes, fuel usage control, and of course staff scheduling, which is very good actually. We can control everything with improved air quality, traffic flow, fewer man hours, and so on. So this is another website that you can refer. Very nice to give this information for you. En-road simulators. In En-road simulators, you can understand and you can go to the various data, give you what are the efficiencies, what is the improvement, and so on. So, sorry, I make it very fast to make it more interesting. I'll go through the point only. Of course, each topics, if you want to discuss more in details, it takes hours and hours to discuss. It's just a point that how we can use these technologies to make sure that we can achieve our goals, and how we as a higher education system, we have to make sure all this embedded in our syllabus, and we already embedded in our syllabus. In fact, for example, our IT, we are improving our AI and so on, improvement, and our engineering, all SDGs and all the environmental aspect already in our syllabus. Our architecture technology, we use the technology of BEAM, building information modeling, which is we are in MASA as one of the top unique universities. We offer this, which the students can employ this kind of software to improve efficiencies of the drawing, and definitely it reached to the final smart and green buildings. And we are one of the top unique universities that we have association with the Green Building Index in Malaysia. So all come together that we are trying our best as a university and higher education to train our students as much as possible, to teach them about latest technology. Why? Because we want to have sustainable and green environment, to make sure that we can reach to the goals as soon as possible. Hopefully we can save our environment for our future generation. Thank you so much for your attention, and I hope that everyone enjoyed the presentation. And I get the message that basically they would like to receive this PowerPoint presentation. I don't have definitely it's okay. It's okay with me that I can share with everyone. Please drop by your email or meet me at Massa University. I will be more than happy to make sure that I can share this information with everyone. So please, any other questions that you may have, please drop by, and I'm trying to answer as much as possible. Thank you so much, and have a nice day, everyone. I believe your voice is not, cannot hear your voice.
Okay, thank you, Professor T.S. Dr. Iman Fahiji, for your insightful presentation. Okay, so we have a comment from Kenneth Ugwani. Okay, he asks, thank you, sir. Is it possible for those websites to be dropped in the comment section so that we can refer to it since they aren't very visible from here.
Sure,
So
definitely. Later on in the comment and in the comment section, I will type the website, and definitely you can refer, all free and available for all researchers to use.
Okay, so I hope that answers your question, Kenneth Ogwani. Okay, so far that is all the questions we have. Okay, again, thank you for the clear explanation, Prof. Iman. As we conclude today's session, I want to express our gratitude for your insightful presentation on the topic technology and sustainability, advancing the SDGs through smart innovation and digital transformation. Your expertise has certainly added value to our understanding of this important topic. On behalf of Masa University, I extend sincere thanks to all the participants and viewers for joining in us today. Hopefully, the presentation was beneficial for everyone. For all the audience and viewers, we invite you to explore more about our programs, especially in the Faculty of Engineering, Built Environment, and IT. And join us on our open day. Details can be found on our website. Once again, thank you, Professor T.S. Dr. Iman Farshti, for your time and engaging session. Goodbye, everyone, and we look forward to having you with us again in our future webinar sessions.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
All right, you too, Professor, and you too, and the viewers.